Welcome to Flick Tactics Week 19 updates. The next week will be the last week, after which we will be releasing Flick Tactics. That's right. So let's check out the additions and changes. Alan Zaring added Power Co Music. It's complete now, and you will be listening to it when I will show you the game. And Kyle Knudsen did Hulu full body art, which is actually a work in progress, but there's the rough draft as you can see on the right side. I have done a lot of things, a lot of tweaks and bug fixes, but the big ones are the co-powers. Now, all of them are implemented. I have also improved the power state. There is the attack indicators or guide that really help the player understand what will happen if a unit attacks on a particular tile. And then there's also the end sequence state, which basically means game over, win or lose, right? And then there's also the unit event focus, which will really help player understand what is happening to all the units, right? It's really important, otherwise it gets chaotic. It's playtime and let's check out the game. How Intro Queen appears, basically if you destroy all the HQs and there's only one team left, one HQ left, then that team wins, right? That's how it works. There is no two teams combining together and stuff like that. I can do it very fast by clicking on the surrender, right? But I want Zareem to win, so I will end the turn instead of clicking on surrender, end turn, surrender there. One of them is lost. Just imagine that my units destroyed his HQ. And then after a team's HQ is destroyed, then this losing dialogue appears. And then there is the last team which I have to surrender, and it's actually, yeah, Jonah. So I surrender it, and there it is. I will enjoy squishing you below my feet in our next engagement. Wow, that's really cool. These dialogues are done by Justin Chen. And if I click it again, this is the losing dialogue, but who wins? Zareem wins, right? So Zareem's winning dialogue comes here, right? Rifle max all the way, and if I click again, there, the end screen appears. Zareem wins, play wins, and yeah, that's how end screen works. There is improved indicators as well. As you can see, there's the attack indicator, this is the move indicator, improved, and they like transparency changes with time, and it's really cool. Yeah, it cannot bring fire, and there's no fire indicator, but if I get a cannon and do this here, see, it displays fire like this. Like it's a good indicator that, oh, fire will happen if I attack here. If I attack over this tile, then there is the fire, and there's the push indicator as well, that the unit is pushed to the right side. But if I attack here, then the cannon mech is also pushed up, and the rifle mech is pushed to the left, and it makes really things really easy. And if I put the if I attack the rifle mech directly, then I can see that the fire will come on the forest, of course, and there is also the approximately 8, which means that 8 damage will happen. So I attack here, and let's see what's the damage. There's also the 5% random factor. If I go here and I say repair, see, it has green indicator now, and it says 2, approximately 2 in heal. So I do it, and now it's 5 approximately, because there was the random factor as well, as I told you. Here's another case that if I attack on this forest, which is at the right side of the cannon, then the cannon is pushed to the left side where there's the building, or maybe there's some mech or anything. Then it shows that both will get damage, because of course they get collided to each other, and both will get some damage based on that. And that unit won't go over that tile because it's not possible. So if I attack here, see, both of them are now 9, and it goes to the left, like basically tackles the war building, and then comes back, of course. Zareem will have this power called Rifle Boomer, and it increases max rank and movement. Basically all max rank will be increased, and movement will be increased, of course, temporarily for 1 turn. And then city buildings will deploy a rifle mech for Zareem, right? So now the bar is full, and I have 2 units there, right? And if I just say use power, it says time to overwhelm with the best mech rifle mechs. And I do this, there's the transition, and you can also hear the Alan's music, right? And there is the unit focus that I was talking about. It also happens in the power, and as you can see, all buildings generate 1 mech, right? 1 rifle mech, which is the Zareem's power, and 1 rank is also increased. And rank basically increases a little bit of attack and defense, 5%, I believe. Yeah, it's 5%. So there's also the movement, which is much increased. It's 4 units now, and it's not. I think it's not being affected by forest. With the power, there is 1 additional movement, and there is also this indicator in the war building. Basically, this yellow point which says that where the unit will be deployed if you deploy any. Right? It is helpful, I believe. Next comes Taja, and unfortunately, we don't have Taja character art. But anyways, it has this thing called Distant Chaos and increased artillery, mech rank, range, and attack. Everything, right? Like crazy. So I just buy artillery mechs because that's the ability power. That's the mech which Taja really likes. And if I click on attack, notice that it has only 2, right? It has 2 range, overwhelming force, and there's a Distant Chaos that happens along with the Alliance full power music, and there's the rank up. And they're also shining, by the way, if you haven't noticed that. And there's the rank up, and if I attack, it's now 3 range, which is amazing, right? That's the power of Taj. Guru's power is very simple. It just doubles the action points, and there are 30 AP right now. So if I click on use power, I will fight to the very end, and double action happens. And what happens then? There, the AP is now 60, right, instead of 30. Whatever AP it will be, it will just get double, right? And you can, do more stuff. Now comes Hulu, and Hulu 1 is very crazy power, terror infliction, which decrements or like -1 all the HP of all the opponent mechs, not just mechs, even buildings. So yeah, that's a typo that I have to fix. Units, I should have said units. Anyways, so yeah, that's how it is. And if I click on use power, there's no hope for you. Terror infliction, it doesn't do anything. It literally doesn't do anything. As you can see, yeah, doesn't do anything. But once the opponent will have their turn, all the other units will get a -1. So I just end the turn, and then opponent turn will happen, and all their units will get a -1. So if I enter, there I am getting income, and there -1, and this is the unit event focus that I was talking about. Turn again, there I'm getting income first, and then damage, terror infliction. They are terrified by Hulu's attack, right? And I enter turn again, and now they're getting damage. See, that's how Hulu works. Now comes Jonah. It basically converts opponent mechs into his mechs, not buildings. It does nothing to buildings. It can do maximum of 3 mechs per team, right? But it depends on the number of mechs the opponent has. I only accept the strongest. It tries to convert the strongest ones, right? But it has the tendency to also convert the weak ones as well. Strong, I mean cannon and artillery mechs. They are like the priority. I click it, my mind, Jonah, right? And whoa, you see the 2 units changed? Red team has 2 units. That's why my mind power didn't affect Zareem at all, because 2 units is less. If there are 3 units, then it converts 1, right? So yeah, if now, as you can see, it has full HP and it's fully ranked, and I think it's overpowered, but anyways, it is supposed to be overpowered, right? And now I can destroy their city building, and when I destroy their city building, I'm pushing the artillery mech to the right, and the down one to the HQ, also dealing some damage to the HQ as well. So yeah, it's pretty interesting now. Boom. And what you are hearing right now is the darker version of player core power, right? And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Dark characters should have their own darker version, right? So now in last week, there are a lot of sounds that have to be integrated and a lot of sounds that have to be made. The list is in Trello. There's also the full body art. Zareem, Guru, Taja, and I will be trying art as well, because I honestly want it to be at least that much complete. And there's also the level design for 7 to 8 maps, because the editor lost for 16 maps and we have already done like 7 or 8 maps thanks to Rayan. And then there's also the help UI text. So yeah, that's how it is. Thank you for the contributions and for watching the updates. I'm really happy how the game is coming along, and now is the last week, which I'm really excited about.